me see. Okay, got it. Hello, YouTube. Today's Monday. We're gonna talk a little about our decisions in life. If we can decide whether we are stay in our hometown or if we prefer to live. And I'm gonna hear a little about everyone's opinion. Today I'm with Bruna, Alan, Luciane, Nathaniele, Charles, and Andrew. So as usual, we're gonna start by presenting ourselves. Bruna, would you like to start, please?
Yes, I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I have 2 sons. Let me see more. I don't remember our fun things about me, but yes, I don't know. So I think Sarah, no more with us.
I think
It's
so.
okay.
Let's
Go
keep
ahead.
Andrew, please. You're our host now. Oh, no.
Yes, I just am seeing that I'm the host right now. I can tell the others. Sure, but let's keep in, right?
Yes, go
Okay,
ahead.
no problem.
Right. My name
Alan,
is-
please.
Sure.
Introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Alan. I am from Curitiba. Actually, I live in São Paulo. I think the last 5 years. I don't remember a fun fact, but I usually like to go to the gym, running, and play video games sometimes. But it's like me, man. I try to. I think I really don't get it TNT, and I just saw the name talking. Oh, it makes sense. But
Pick up someone, Alan. Please pick up someone to introduce.
I think I just found, and I don't remember where or how, but I just found the site, and always I tried to get in some class, but always some meeting or another, and today happened.
So, and you, Luciane, introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Luciane. I am a civil engineer and I live in São Francisco do Sul, Santa Catarina. I've been here in Talking since last November of last year. And I love this place. I know this place from a contact in a WhatsApp group. He was a host here, Isabel Dal Ponte. Since November, I am stay here, and I like this place to improve my English, my conversation, because I studied at English school. But we don't have many opportunities to improve our conversation during the class. So this place is perfect to me. And how about you, Nathaniele?
Hello guys, my name is Nathaniele, but you can call me Nat. I live here in Fortaleza with my dogs, so it's probably you hear she barks sometimes. I work as a administrative analyst in a multinational, so I'm trying to improve my English because of the work. And you, who else is here? Charles.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Charles, and I'm from São Carlos, and I have 2 cats. I'm a little bit shy. No, I'm kidding. I'm not shy, but it's my first class, and I'm a librarian, and that's it.
Thanks, Charles, for being here. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. Guys, I'm so sorry. I had a problem, but I'm back. Okay?
Okay.
And I'd like to know, have everyone presented themselves? Or do we have someone to speak yet?
I think Endo Maybe.
And
Yeah. Can you listen, everyone?
Yes.
So my name is Endo Miller. I'm from Goiânia, but nowadays I'm living in Campinas. I'm geologist and also a PhD student. And my internet is lagging a lot today, so that's it.
normal.
Thanks, Endo. And guys, usually I like to start by reading the question and I'm gonna answer. So I choose the next person and I'm gonna say, for example, Alan, you can answer, and then Alan, choose the next person. And this way we keep going to make the conversation flow a little better, okay?
Okay.
So the second question is, do you live in the same town you grew up in, or have you moved from there? Do you believe this was the right choice? I still live in my hometown. I've been living. I was born here. I studied here. I'm working here as well, and I'm still trying to figure it out if it was the best choice for me. But for now, I have the way to provide for myself. I still live with my family, but it's good for me to get on my feet, to organize myself in order to be more independent. So I'd say for now, it's the right decision, because I don't think it's a good idea for me to just move without a plan, without a job, without something safe to do in another city, So yeah, I still live here. I think I'm gonna live here for a few years, maybe less, but for now, this is my plan, to stay here, organize myself, organize my bills, my professional life, especially, and then I can move someday. And I do like to know, how about you, Luciana?
I live in, oh my God, I grew up here and then live in the same city. But I studied at the neighbor city here since my high school and college, and I'm back to my city. At first, I didn't. Oh my God, I didn't think it was a good choice, But now I think when you look back and remember some oh my God, some passages of your life, you think, oh no, I am in the right place. Now is the best place to me here. Maybe someday, I don't know. I don't want to move to other city or other places, but to live some periods in different places, maybe 2 or 3 months. I don't know. In the future, maybe.
Yeah, it can be a good experience for a change of the way we see our lives, and to have new chance to meet new people, especially.
Yes.
Do you want to choose the next person?
Okay, Bruna, and how about you?
Well, I always lived in Brasilia. Every time, I love Brasilia. For me, it's the amazing here. I love it so much. But I want to move for the other place. But when I let me see the verb. Oh my gosh! When I have to marry, I before I my husband is military, so I'm afraid it's necessary to move for the other states. But he live in Brasilia too. So when he studied the military school, he come back to Brasilia. So it's so good because all my family and his family too live in Brasilia. So for us it's so good. And you, Charles, do you live in the same time you grew up?
No. I was born in Socorro, São Paulo. It's Help City. And when I go to São Carlos for I studied here at UFSCar, and I stayed here. I'm here. I think it's 12 years, and I work in a multinational, and I think I should go in Israel. I don't know how can I say in this country in English, and because I work with account that the manager stay there, and I need to go there, and I need to speak English, or so I'm here, and I should go. And I think this turn, Angel, it's your turn.
Yeah, thanks. Well, in my case, since I started to study geology, you know, I'm not from São Paulo. I born and raised in Goiânia, Goiás. But since I started to study geology, I have moved a lot, you know, to Mato Grosso and then to Brasilia, and now to Campinas and then to Minas Gerais and so on. I consider that was a very good decision because I really love to study that, you know, was a very good enrichment experience in my life. So yeah, nowadays I like a lot to study geology because it's my opportunity to, you know, see other point of view and be happy, you know, understanding other stuffs and so on. So yeah, that was a good decision in my opinion, of course.
Every time, Angel, do you move? Did you move alone?
Yeah, alone. Just me and myself.
You and your books. You and your books and your studies and all your...
Yeah, my computer.
Yeah, this is good company, definitely. How about you, Nathaniele?
Yeah, I live in the same town that I grew up, and I just moved from my parents' house to live by myself. And for me, it was the right thing. I don't see me living in another city. I really like Fortaleza. My friends are here. My pet is here, and my job, my family. Don't have another city that I want to live.
Yeah, it's a tough decision to make, especially if you grew up in the city. Like if you're just there for a while, it's easier to move, but if it's your whole life, it's there, it's harder to consider moving. I think I wouldn't move if it wasn't for a really good job offer or something related, you know, or for love maybe. I don't know. And you, Alan?
How I tell before, I'm from Curitiba. I'm living here in São Paulo the last 5 years, and I love it. Almost every experience here, and I made some friends, I knew some people, and I really like this place here and make it. And when I saw the time I come here, I always think, oh, I should have come here later, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And I think São Paulo has an amazing place for food, for bars, restaurants, party, for everything. And every kind of tribal, no matter how you are or how you think, you know your tribal here. São Paulo has the nice side and the not so nice side here. And I think I really like this place here.
Yeah, I've never been to São Paulo, but I've heard great things about it. Like it's a really diverse city and you can meet all kinds of people. I think that's really awesome. Maybe I'll meet someday. I hope. Okay, so
All right.
Endo is back. Let me see. Luciani, would you like to read the next question and answer it, please? Number three.
Number 3. Okay.
Exactly.
What is the side bright? What is this? What is the bright side of staying in your hometown? How about the negative part? The side bright, because I am together with my family, my friends. I live in a town that have many beaches, many nature to appreciate. So I think this place is perfect. And the negative part is, as a small town, you have to do most of things in the oh my god, in the city in the city next year, named Joinville. I don't know if someone knows this city. Or going to Curitiba if it's something most important, like something like a special doctor or something like that. That is the negative part? I think so.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Joinville. He said this is great, but I don't know about the close cities. If, like you said, you don't have access to everything you need, and sometimes you have to take the bus and do this trip. It can be complicated at some point.
Yes, is our access I don't know, the federal streets, federal roads, BR 280, 208 is terrible.
Yeah. And choose the next person.
Okay, Nathaniele, and you.
Thank you.
Okay, in my case, the positive part and the negative is the same. It's my family. It's very good. Live next to my family because sometimes they help me a lot, but sometimes very stressful to get there too close because my father and my mother, they are very complicated persons. So sometimes it's not good to be so close of them. But when I need, they help me. So sometimes good.
Yeah, I think I can relate to that. It's similar to me. Alan, do you want to say something?
Yes, I just remember a phrase. It's like for a funny phrase. You need to live in the middle term of your family, not so near, so they can go every day, and not so far they can go and stay. So it's kind of funny. You need to live in the middle because the family.
Yeah, my dad, he keeps saying to me he's going to remodeling the basement so I can live there because I'm going to be close to him my whole life. And I'd like the place like to rent for someone else and to get some money, but not for myself, because I totally agree. We need to keep some distance. And Bruna?
Well,
What's your opinion?
I listened this phrase about the Alan said it's about a mother-in-law. It's necessary, but my mother is no problem close to me. Okay. But I think the bright side of staying in my hometown is because I'm near of my family. I think it's so good. They help me a lot with my sons, and but I think it's the negative part is that I don't have a challenge in my life. I think it is. I don't know. I think I want because I'm comfortable area now. I have my job. I never need to think about moving for the other house. I don't know what is this. I think I want to I want to challenge you. When I listen here, so when I hear about, for example, Endel said, move a lot of other place, I think it's a big challenge in your life. And alone, oh my gosh, it's possible. I don't know if it's possible for me. I don't know if I can. But I want, and in my retired, I want to move for another country. Inclusive, I don't know how to say inclusive for this. And you, Charles, what do you think the bring side in your hometown?
Okay, I think the ringside is here is a university city. There is a UFSCar University, USP, IFISP, FATEC, and because this here has a lot of parties, university parties, so it's good. But I in São Carlos, the negative part, I think, I was born in a mountain city, Serra da Mantiqueira, and here there is no mountains, and so it's strange to me, because in mountains there is a waterfall, you can trekking, and I missing this to do these things. So I think it's the negative part is here. But I love parties, so it can.
Balance.
Yes. And I will the last.
No,
Oh, Alan, it's your time.
Yes, thank you, thank you. When I hearing about Luciana live in São Francisco do Sul, and I used to live by in Curitiba. So the São Francisco do Sul is I think is the first beach in São Francisco, right? And you go south. Is that right, Lu?
Repeat, please.
São Francisco do Sul is the first city or beach when you go south.
Yes.
That's,
It's the first. It's the 30 old city in Brazil and first in Santa Catarina and.
Yes, and I always when I was living in Curitiba, every holiday and maybe in the end of the year, I go to Florianópolis, Balneário Camboriú, and always pass by São Francisco do Sul and sometimes stay there a few days. And
yes, the first beach.
Yes, the first one, and that's the good thing in Curitiba. Curitiba and Paraná don't has amazing beach like like Santa Catarina, but one of the things is like 2 hours, and they go to a nice beach, and that's a nice part from Curitiba. I don't have a regret to move to São Paulo. I think that was a great thing. But Curitiba, I think for work and for some things is not as good as São Paulo. So I think that's the negative part. If I always think in a work way, and because that I moved to São Paulo.
yeah, the nightlife in São Paulo is crazy as well. Yeah, you like parties, like Charles? Do you like it?
I usually like bars and some bars for good, but I think I'm getting less party than sometimes here, and usually some bar or some cozy plans.
Yeah, I prefer bar too. My city, it has some beaches, and I live in the south of Bahia. And I'd say that not so good part, it's everyone knows me. Like not everyone, every single person, but a lot of people know me, know my family, and it's like I can't be put apart from what people already think they know about me, because this is a small city and people talk a lot, sometimes not so nice stuff, so I'd prefer to to move at some point so I can have a different perspective. Yeah, that's my answer. And not for not least, Endo? How about your hometown?
Yeah. I was thinking about what Bruna says, because it's more than only this conversation and just take decision is the culture. I know, I lived in Brazil, so I know that the most part of that people likes to be comfortable in terms of being, it's a very different way of thinking. And if you move to São Paulo, you see a lot of people, taking very hard decision and trying to, build a company and so on, and working with technology and take a lot of risk. And Brazil is the other side, so we have a lot, this multiple way of thinking. But about the questions, I think the bright side to stay in my hometown is to stay close to my family. That this is very good, and is also the negative part, because if you stay too much close to your family, you do not cut your roots from your family. It's something that sometimes amass your possibility to grow up, and sometimes the life is to take risk. We cannot, wait in time a lot, thinking and trying to see the perfect moment to do something. Sometimes you just need to take risk, and you will grow up a lot from it. So
yeah,
that's
perfect. It. So we've learned today that family can be good and I wouldn't say bad, but complicated.
I hope my family does not watch this TNT, so
I hope they watch, because TNT has to be no for everyone.
Yeah,
it's a great project. Not like this. I feel you. I'm with you. Charles, can you read the next question and answer it, please?
The number 4?
Yes, exactly.
Which one is the hardest to deal with? Regretting because you stay or because you left? How would you act if you were in any of these two situations?
You can answer, you can choose someone to answer if you need some time as well.
Okay. Bruna turns. Your turns, Bruna.
It's hard to be the first. I know.
All right.
It's letter B. It's before the letter C.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think it's, for example, I don't regretting, because I don't know what is the movie for the other place. But for me, it's okay. I mean, stay here all the time, no problem. But I want to do this new experience, and so I think when I think when I old when I'm getting old, I think it's when I'm getting old, I regretting that don't move for the other place for new experience and for the opportunity for my son. So I think it's now I want to move for the to do a new experience and then special for my son. I think it is this. I don't know. I think I don't think about this. And you, Alan, what do you think?
I think it isn't right and wrong, right? I think so, because it makes sense for what profile of person we are. And I think if we are comfortable, we can stay. If you are not, and once you know new places, but I don't think that's right or wrong about it. And I decided to move out, and it's strange when I go back to Curitiba, and I usually stay more 3 or 4 days, because more than that, what I'm doing here is like feel weird to be there. And this, I think, is no right or wrong about it. And what do you think, Bruna? No, sorry, Lu, what do you think about it?
Let me see. I always say I have no regrets, because I come back to my hometown in the past, and if I should live that here, if you were something good, very good opportunities, I will try and no think about, oh, I will regret or not. I always choose see the best side of my experience in this. How can I say, vivência? And I am spiritualista, spirit. I have other point of view about the experiences in my life, so I have no regrets. In this case, I think I had to answer regrets or not. I have no regrets always.
So your glass is half full, and it's not ever empty. That's great. Yeah, for me, I'd say it's worse to have the word regret to not doing something, like to not move, because if you just stay, you can be missing a lot of good stuff that could happen to you. And that question, what if, it can be real cruel, real harsh for us to forgive ourselves, because, oh, I had this chance and I didn't take it because I was afraid. Because if you don't move because of your family or someone that needs you, that can be easier for you to deal with. But if you don't move just because you are scared, you feel like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, this kind of feeling that keep us apart from our dreams. So this, for me, this would be a great regret, something I would be thinking probably till the day I die. And I think this is really harsh. We need to take the chance, take the leap. It's not easy. I'm not saying that's easy, but if you can, you should try something new. Yeah, that's what I think. And Endo? Charles, I didn't forget you, okay?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
Endo.
agree with you and Alan. There is no right or wrong answer. It's just, if you have the chance, I think it would be nice if you try, not stay stuck because you were afraid or something like that. It's interesting, try. Because it's bad to regret something that you do not try. Because it was a chance, and you don't know what would happen. But at least do not try is worst, in my opinion. And how would you act if you were in a situation? Yeah, I have left some chances because I was afraid, and it was very bad. And nowadays I'm trying to try more as possible. All the possibility I have, including English. For example, I've been working and spreading a lot of different stuff in English, because I kind of break the walls, and I'm trying to reach others level of things in English, not only in English, other language, and see other perspective and so on. That's it. How about you, Charles?
I agree with you, and I believe the experience is worth it, and if you doesn't work, why not come back? I believe it's bad to live in a doubt about, oh, I want to left, but I'm afraid of about it. So come on, just move it. It's not work, come back and start again. I think it's turn Natalieli.
Yeah, as I always regret about things that I didn't do more than the things I do, I think if I had a great opportunity to move and stay, I will regret more. Because one time we are there, I'm especially try to make work. So I'm already here, now this have to work. Don't have
Yeah.
option.
That's shock therapy. Just have to work, and I totally understand you guys. We have 15 minutes, but I'd like for us to change a little to the question number 8, okay? Because
Okay.
it's more different from the questions we've been answering so far, because sometimes we answer the next question without meaning it, but it happens because we're having a discussion, right? So question number 8, Alan, can you read it, please, and answer?
Sure, sure. Would you take the risk and move to another place without have some money guarantees, money, job, a house to stay? Why or why not? I think that's a good question. I remember when I moved to São Paulo, and I think I moved with all guarantees and a job and a place to stay, and I just changed the job I was. I just changed the company. I stay in the company, but I just moved to São Paulo, so I stay with my job and made and try to negotiate the earnings. But when I moved to São Paulo, I changed with these points here, and I don't think I would did it without a job. For example, is because that's the motivation, and I think it's kind of hard to move because you go to without your family, maybe without some friends, and you need to feel comfortable and change move without money, house or job. I think is kind of risky, and I think is about make some plan. I guess we need to make a plan and try to follow the plan. And what do you think about Charles? Maybe I think you move to São Paulo in the same way.
Yes, but when I move here, I move like a student, and I get some financial stuff like when I stay, and I have a ticket to go to I don't know, a university restaurant, and I don't have so much risk to move. But I think if you not some guarantee, it's a big risk. But I think it's difficult. But I think it's worth it to go to live this experience, and so I need to do ask some things for another person, to know to ask about helping, and I think it's you can go to that. So I think it's and Luciana, go ahead.
Okay, I would not. Never, never, never. As a woman, we always have to have a guarantee, a help from friends, family. This word is too dangerous someday, nowadays.
Yeah, it's not safe. I haven't thought about that. I was only thinking about if I don't have money to eat, I'd be devastated. I wouldn't
At
have the
least some
motivation,
money,
you
at
know?
least some months to guarantee my food, my place when I try to find a job. But
Yeah,
no guarantees, never, never.
sometimes people feel obligated to move because they don't have many chances in the city they are in. But I don't know, it's worse. For me, it would be worse because I wouldn't have the support of my family. I wouldn't have the people I know here that can make me. I know how to take the bus here, for example. I know how to find my ways to places, and in other city without money, without a place, it would be really hard for me. And Alan, go ahead, please.
And I was thinking maybe we can go without a guarantee, but we can go without a plan. I will try, and we need to have a plan.
Some people decide a time. For example, if I don't get a job in 3 months, for example, I'm gonna go back, because you have to think about what you're gonna do if the things don't work the way you think they would, you know. And I'd like to hear Nathaniel now.
Yeah, as Luciani, I never would do something like that because I don't have any talent. I can sing, I can dance, I will be a terrible waitress, and be a prostitute is not an option for me. So I have to get a plan and money and
not so extreme, please.
Yes, no.
Fantastic.
I think this is the first time I've heard this word prostitute in the meetings, but okay. Oh my God. How about you, Bruna?
So if I live alone, it's possible. Maybe I will take this risk, but with my family, no. I think it's a big risk for me. In special, I'm done. I did concurso público because I love stability. It's important for me. It's important to eat, to my home. Oh my gosh, it's very important. But if sometimes I think I'm crazy. If I live alone, I go and I want a different experience in my life. But I married very early. So it's I think it's not, I didn't do any experience in my life. I so if I alone, I go. And you, Wendell?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't go because I of course I like to be free, and I really think it's important to always try, but not just like Alan says, without a plan. And I think in the past, when the people, in general, they had an opportunity to, to improve their lives and raise money, was a kind of, maybe a possibility, a good possibility. But nowadays we have the internet, and you can have a plan, you can, be careful with your decision. But of course, you have to work a lot, to reach what you want in your life. For example, all my decisions, I planned any little tiny, detail, and I worked a lot to reach in a very good condition. So, of course, I like to move forward a lot, but I like a lot as well to have this ability to know what I'm, when I'm going, and if it's dangerous or not. That's it.
I was thinking in the past we had these young girls who moved to other cities, and they they had to deal with these terrible work conditions because they didn't have a plan, they didn't have options as many as Andrew said. We have many options today, but in the past it was, I think, really hard to make this decision because your family, you had to do this not only for you but for your family as well. So I totally agree with Alan. We need a plan. We need to know where we are going. Guys, we have 6 minutes. I'd like to do question number 9. Okay. Let me see who. Nathaniele, can you read it, the question, and answer, please?
Yes. In your point of view, how does our culture and the way you were raised affect our decision about where should we live? What does your family or your close one usually tell you about this subject? I think, I don't know about the culture, but about the way we are raised, where our childhood was, has some affection in our decision in the future. So if your parents was very strict, I don't know, probably this person want to be more free and do things that they can do in childhood and the teenagers. And if they are more open, sometimes they want to be more, stay in the same town, stay close to the family. I don't know, I think how our childhood has a lot of impact in our adult life. And you, Alan?
I was thinking about it when you read the question, and I think it's interfere, right? And maybe I didn't have a big family. Usually on Mondays, usually just me, my mother, my brother, and maybe one my cousin or uncle or something. But I have some friends. They always Sunday a family meeting with 10, 20 people, and I think for big family, I think is the hardest. Usually with my family, I so kind of independent and just let's do this, and for sure I miss them sometimes, but it's not hard. I think how the big family, the big events, and that thing I think influencing everything. And did you miss your family a lot, Charles?
Yes, they live from near to it's 300 kilometers for São Carlos, and but my parents always support me to decide to move, and I want to go, and they always support me about it. And I think the culture it's so important to do that. And my parents always live in Socorro, and they work it in I don't know how can I say, they product builds, but it's tijolo, and so they don't stud. I think it's my mom just can read some words and read some words, and my father is complete the secondary grade, second degree, and they always support. So if you want to grow up, you need to go here, and because there is a very small city, and they live in afar on the city, the town, and I think because this culture for this fact that they think about, oh, you need to go if they support me. Just it. Luciana,
Let
and
me
you.
just say something really quickly because we don't have much time. I posted here the linkage survey. You can give your feedback on the first link. The second link is for more information on TNT to get material, as I said. And the third link, you can see yourself speaking in English, so it's awesome. You can go and give it your likes and comments, okay? So, Luciane, you'll be the last one to answer. I'm sorry, guys. We don't have much time. We have another meeting coming, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's conversation. Luciane, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Sarah, for this sharing. It was a good pleasure to be with you guys.
Charles, really quickly, I'd like your feedback since it was your first time here.
Oh, I really like it.
That's good.
Yes, I really like it. I really like to hear all guys, and I want to go back.
Came back? Will be welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Endel, Nathaniele, Bruna, and Luciane. And keep coming to TNT. Have a great night, okay? See you soon.
Bye-bye, guys.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye.
Good night.
You.